Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush Exotic Drinks. Dr. Cush, we are here tonight. Me and Mr. Pineapple are here tonight. We are going to be making some Tepache. Now, we have recently, within the last year, have made Tepache on this show. We certainly have. So, Joe? My voice?
Well, that's embarrassing, giving away all the stuff that's going on here. Smoking Joe, how on earth did you possess me? You demon? What a demon. Sorry about that. I didn't listen to the show before. Let's start over. Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. We are here tonight to listen, Tepache. What did I just say? We are making, Smoking Joe the ventriloquist is truly a very talented ventriloquist. I had no idea that was a thing. Smoking Joe could do that. Wow. Okay. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. It's not a big deal. Hashtag pre-show, that's exactly right. We are here tonight to recap how we are making Tepache. How come? I am pleased to announce that even more recently, we did a show about how to win cocktail contests. Well, here we go. Let's talk about what is happening right now. Dr. Cush, after recently being hired by a bar, is now available for cocktail contests again. You cannot enter cocktail contests if you do not work at a bar. This, apparently, despite the fact that that's a bar, baby. I got glasses back here, I got booze over here, I got lights and sounds and mischief and mayhem. I got all the kinds of stuff. I was not available for cocktail contests. Recently, I've been hired at a bar. So, what does that mean? I'm back in the game. All right. So, I have applied for multiple cocktail contests. I have received results for 2 of them. One of them, they didn't want me. Okay, fine. All right, that's whatever. They didn't like my play on the apple martini as a Jamaican drink. It's fine. It's always next year. I am, however, in the semifinals for another one. So we now are in panic mode because I am well rusty on being in cocktail contests. Haven't done it in a long, long time. Not since 2018 when I was awarded Best Bartender in Los Angeles. So we are now in absolute panic mode trying to get this recipe exactly right and trying to do it exactly the way that I submitted it. So the main thing that I have to get right on this is my Tepache. I have been sort of swinging and missing a little bit. And now we're gonna go old school. We're gonna make it. And I figured since I have time right here, we're going to just do it. So that is what we're doing. We're making some Tepache today. I'm going to show you how to use the rest of the pineapple to make the Tepache, what to do with the little bits and bobs that all exist around here. And then we're going to go. So hopefully that's interesting. Dang, I did not mark where these started. These started way early. You guys, the Shawnee P happy hour that starts before the pre-show, the Shawnee P pre-show, we're getting a lot of interest in that. So hopefully that continues on. Let me just see. Carpenter set builder. Okay, I got that. Okay, we got to go up a little higher than that. I got them all. Okay, Forlorn Hope. Forlorn Hope jumps in, and do I have the comments? Do I have the Suddenly Pineapples? 1 second. I think I have Suddenly Pineapples. Nope. Oh, there
Suddenly Pineapples.
Suddenly Pineapples. Was that worth it? I shouldn't have gone through that. Good to see you, Forlorn. Shawnee Pandabaker, host of the pre-show to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks, the Shawnee P Happy Hour, is here. Good evening to y'all. Listen, he's sleepy, but sometimes I, show up on the show. Almost all the time I'm a little sleepy. That's how this works. Tiki Court is here. Good to see you, Tiki Court. Tiki Court, I just saw a message from you on Signal. I'm looking at it right now. Thank you for all that you do. This is spectacular. There's something very, very fun that Tiki Court has been working on, and hopefully you will see what it is soon. Not just Tiki Court, Tiki Bonbon, Cocktail Lulu, and Dougie G have been putting some really cool effort into things recently, and I am very excited about them. Hopefully you are too. Tiki Miki is here, asking Sean about where he's going to be. Not going to dock Sean on the show here. We learned a little bit about Tiki Miki's son earlier. Very interesting. Could have used him at some point for this whole business. I had to learn it all myself, but you know, timing is everything. I didn't know Tiki Miki or Tiki Miki's son at that point, so had to build it myself. Had to get my hands dirty, jump right into it, and I had to glue all of this bamboo right on to this IKEA bookshelf. Almost killed me. This close to killing me. Who else we got in here? Roger G is here, very excited for a rare Monday night Shawnee P happy hour. The rare ones are the best ones, I think. Who else do we have in here? Chuck is here. Good evening to Chuck. Chuck got to the finals in the Cush Tucky Derby. Newcomer, but fast finisher. That's good. Mrs. Pismo is here. Good to see you, Mrs. Pismo. Pismo is here. Good to see you, Pismo. We got the duo. We got the tag team right there. Coming from the ropes, Mrs. Pismo and Mr. Pismo. Gonna knock you out. Tiki K Dog now? All right, I'll accept it. Tiki K Dog. That's a little harder to say than you'd think. Tiki K Dog is here. Good to see you, Tiki K Dog. Who else do we have in here? We got a lot of people, and that's what we're looking for. Again, this is pre-show. DCW Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Tucky Derby. Couldn't get it done this time, but there's always next year. Frank Explorations is here. Cheers cheersing everyone. So everybody, please. Cheers back. It's awkward if you don't. Kyle is here. Oh, the new champ is here. Oh, there he is. Moose, now you have a whole thing. Welcome to Moose, winner of the 2026 Cush Tucky Derby. I got to get used to saying that. Well done on your victory there, Moose. That was a big victory, a very fast horse, and really good picking. Well done. Avery is here. Avery did have horses in Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks, but the rule is you do have to be there, and Avery was unable to be there, and who knows if Avery would have won, if Avery would have lost. Same with Keith. They were close, but they weren't there. So Keith and Avery allowed behind the bar. Good to see you guys. Captain Jack and Coke. Yeah, Smoke and Joke, was that you? Yes, very much a ventriloquist. That's the story we're going with. And shut up if you think that's not the story. Shut up if you think it's a soundboard. Jost is here. Yost watching us over on Instagram. If you're watching on Instagram, just put your little comments right here. I can see them. Melanie Green is over watching on Facebook. Good to see you, Melanie. Amy Nordstrom. Ooh, also unable to be at the Cush Tucky Derby, but that's all right. It was always going to be Moose. It's always going to be Moose. My gosh, when you guys chat so much, I run out of little chit chat to say. Okay. Yes, 2016, the year of the Moose. Tiki Miki got their San Diego Tiki Oasis room. I have not. We do not know if I will be speaking there. I have definitely put in for a seminar. Hopefully, we will get there. Okay, let's get into it because we are again with the Shawnee P happy hour before this, and now the pre-show. We are running late. Again, we are going to be making, this is not a Tiki Tuesday, this is a prep Monday. We are going to be prepping some of our Tepache. I'm going to show you how I have always had success with it, and I'm going to get rid of all the ways that I thought I was being cute with it and ruining Tepache. So from somebody that has made about 8 batches of Tepache in the past 2 months, let me tell you where you go wrong, and let me tell you where I went wrong. That's what we're doing. In the meanwhile, watch this introduction, and we'll be back here in 2 shakes. Just a teeny little tiny little lamb shake.
Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush. along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink.
Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. Dr. Cush here. We are going to be making some Tepache today. I am in desperate need of Tepache. There are reasons beyond reasons that I need Tepache right now. Got to get it in me, and I do not have time to mess around with cute and funny ways of making Tepache. We are making regular old, normal old, knocking it out of the park Tepache, no fail Tepache. Get yourself in your seat. It's Tepache time. It's Tepache time, baby. So let's get into our Tepache. What is Tepache exactly? I will do I will tell you. You don't even have to look it up. You don't have to Google it. I will tell you. Tepache is fermented pineapple and sugar with some water. It's basically like making a under-alcoholed beer or a way under-alcoholed wine. I don't know if can you alcohol something? If you can alcohol it, just think of less alcoholing. We are going to let the natural yeasts that live on the outside of this butte right here, this is called, anybody? Pineapple. Everywhere else in the world, ananas. But here, pineapple, because it's piney. And not really an apple. This doesn't really have anything to do with an apple. But it is on the outside of this pineapple, inside all these little pines. My goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I had to adjust. Oh, the pineapple just leans. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that shot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Thought I was losing it. Outside, inside these little pines, probably all over here, is a bunch of yeast. Now, what do we know about yeast? Yeast are little beings, little creatures, and they do one thing. They toot. They are big tutors. Nature's tutors is what a yeast is, not a tutor. Somebody that teaches something to do something, or not a tutor from the ancient English line of kings and whatever. I don't know what the tutors did. But they are tutors. Little farters. They eat, they fart. But what do they fart? Ethanol. That is great. They also can fart other things like carbon dioxide. That's what we're looking for. We want this Tepache with its sugar, with its water, with its pineapple yeast, and the pineapple-ness to come through in a fizzy, slightly sour, slightly sweet, fermenty beverage-y thing. So that's what we're doing. Let's start over here. Let's say goodbye to the pineapple. Bye, pineapple. Suddenly, no pineapples. Oh, dang. I think it's answers. Oh, right
Suddenly, pineapple.
Suddenly, pineapple. Suddenly, no pineapple. We're going to kill this. What is going on? Bon Bon, winner of the 2020 Cush Derby, recently dethroned by Moose, winner of the 2026 Cush Derby. There will be, I can almost guarantee it, a 2027 Cush Derby. So we will see you there. In the meanwhile, let's slice this pineapple. We're going to go right up here, and we're just going to slice away. Take a little bit of this part off. There we go. Excellent. This is still good. You still get pineapple slices out of this. Just a slice away. And these are excellent garnishes. How come they're excellent? Well, it indicates something is tropical. It is green. You don't see a lot of green cocktails, so it does give a really interesting pop of color. And the most interesting part about them is they are easily freezily. You can freeze these very simply. Throw them in a bag, throw them in the freezer, pull them out, they thaw like that. You can slice them into all kinds of fun, interesting shapes and sizes and et cetera, et cetera. But we're not gonna do that today. We'll do that some other time. I'm gonna throw this right in there. I'm gonna try not to forget about it. And thus we have a pineapple. Now, pineapples are tough. I have worked for about 2 weeks one time in a bar that had pineapples, and it drove me mad, wild, just drove me absolutely crazy. Pineapples are not that easy to cut. Inside, right here, this little guy, that is not a mistake. That is there by nature. That is the core of the pineapple. mostly inedible. You can eat it. I don't care what you do with your life. You want to eat it? Eat it. It's going to be very, very tough. It's going to be a tough situation. It's not easy to bite through. It's not easy to cut through. It is the main structure that runs through a pineapple. Well, what do we need? Weapons. We have weapons right here. This is the weapon we'll be using. It has a pineapple corer, exactly the size of the pineapple core that we need. Now, what have I forgotten to bring? I've forgotten to bring anything that has a place to store the pineapple that I'm about to rip out of here. So Kyle, if you happen to have a bowl or something, I would love a bowl at this point. If you do not have a bowl, I'm gonna try and eat this whole pineapple. We're gonna do it. We're gonna shove this deep into here, and then we're just gonna start, we're gonna go from here. We're gonna start giving it a lot of twists. Oh boy, let's bring in Twisty Cam. There we go. We've started with a minor twist right there. We're just going to spin, 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 trying to keep this as flat as possible and really twist away. We're gonna get all the way down to the bottom, and soon we will have, yes, it's the pineapple bone, says Chuck. It's the pineapple bone, no doubt about it. That is a great bowl. Wow, Kyle, what a bowl you have found. Kyle, I think, may have made this bowl with his brand IKEA. Found this Kyle brand IKEA bowl. Thanks, buddy. Put that right there. We're just gonna keep twisting. Just keep twisting. Twist, 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 twist. Now, this is where feel comes into it. You kind of gotta understand, unless you want pineapple juice to leak right onto your bar or wherever you're cutting, you don't want to twist too low. However, you don't want to stop too early. Like a lot of things. Go, go, go. Oh. Oh. Feeling it? I feel good about that. All right, we're gonna pull this out, see how we did. We now have pineapple. Ooh, all of that pineapple. Let's take a look inside the pineapple. A rare glimpse. Not many people get to look inside of a pineapple. You guys, some of the first, I believe. We're gonna look right in. How do I work this? Let's just go like, I really want this to work well. Oh, there goes that. Anyway, either way, that's the inside of a pineapple. Look at it, look at it. Stare deep into the abyss. Do not stare into the pineapple, for the pineapple becomes you, I believe is the old phrase. We're gonna pull the pineapple can out of here, throw some pineapple around. I think we got most of it. Fun thing about this, we're going to, let's see if we can do that on camera. We're gonna push these little buttons. We're gonna pull the little handle out. We're gonna bring up Kyle's bowl. Right there. We're gonna dump this right there. Now we have pineapple and done. Do we get all of it? I feel like I stopped early, and that really makes me look unprofessional. It's good to drink. I know I see light. I see light through it. We're in a good spot. Great. Okay, pineapple, you hang out. We got our pineapple. That's what we want. We want to eat that pineapple, no doubt about it. Probably eat it tonight. But now we're left with this monstrosity. Looking deep inside of the soul of the pineapple. You squeeze a little bit, it looks like an eye. Ooh, terrifying. Okay, that is usually either turned into a cocktail called the Boulou, which is served in a pineapple. That's a fine thing, but how many Boulous can you possibly eat in your life? 500, 800? Okay, you live a lot more days than that. So this is not the only way to be doing stuff with this pineapple. Instead, we're gonna do some surgery. We're gonna take out our trusty red knife and we're gonna start slicing. We're gonna start over here and we're just gonna cut down the side. Oh yeah, look at that. It just cuts so easy. Let's see how I did. Let's cut it in half. Really get a good look on how close my pineapple cutting skills had. Ooh, pretty close. I got pretty close to the end. Probably had one more twist in there. We'll take it. We're gonna slice this into quadrants. So over on this side, there we go. We're gonna slice this over in quadrants over here. To slice our little hands off, thank you. There we go. A dissected pineapple looks, let's take this off because that is get banned on YouTube for that. Pull that, there we go. Excellent. We have all of our parts. Let's look at parts cam right there. Parts cam right there. This is all the parts of the pineapple that we will be using. Now, we got a big pineapple. I got one of these big local pineapples, $500 I think it cost me. So I think we're gonna be putting in 3 of the 4 quadrants into this little guy, and then we are going to be putting the core into our Tepache. What do I mean into our Tepache? I'll tell you, let me tell you. The last time you saw me make Tepache, it was a, thank you, Bon Bon. Wrong channel, Dr. Cush. It's a wrong channel, guys. Honestly, can we keep it clean over here? Ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna start over here. I recently realized that I was doing my Tepache wrong, so where did I go? Trekked into the Amazon and got one of these. This is a Tepache maker. More specifically, makes mead. It's a mead maker, but we're making it with some Tepache. So we're gonna take the outside of this, and we're gonna drop some pineapple right in here. We're gonna put quadrant 4 in there, quadrant 2 in there. Slice this off. Excellent. Right there. And we are going to take the core. We're going to throw that right in there as well. Great. We're doing great. More to life than a daily Bulu? Hardly, Roger, hardly. But it's just tough, you know? Pineapples at $4 a piece to make 1 cup, it's almost too much. All right, we're going to put this off to the side. Now, if we let this sit, it will go bad. How do we stop it from going the wrong kind of bad? It'll go moldy, it'll go all kinds of, it'll go Bulu, is what some people say. This right here, dang. This right here is sugar. This is organic, important. White, not important. Organic, yes. Granulated white, not important. If you want to do this right, you can make it with some picoyon, which is like a brown sugar that comes in, it almost looks like a space capsule. That's the traditional way to do it. I've tried it now twice with the picoyon and have not been able to get that going. I know that with organic, regular, granulated white sugar, I can get some Tepache. This is 1 cup of it, so 8 ounces. So we're just gonna go ahead and pour this right in here, right on top of our pineapple. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a day. Now, what if we let this sit? I can tell you what will happen if you let this sit. You will get something called oleosaccharum. The sugar will get inside of the pineapple and it'll start pulling out all of the oils. You will get a very syrupy syrup, a very pineapple-y mush, and it's, I'm sure, would be delicious. I'm sure it will be great. That is not what we're here for. We are on our Tepache journey. So that's where, yes, exactly right. Dougie G says, yeast loves sugar, no doubt about it. Yeast will eat sugar all day. And then what do? Toot, toot, toot. Toot, toot, toot. Toot, toot, toot. Toot, toot, toot. Okay. On my trek into the Amazon, I did not only bring back the mead maker, I also brought back a second mead maker. It was a 2-pack. I knew I was going to be making a lot of Tepache in the coming weeks, and thus I figured it out. Have you tried using Demerara sugar? Yes, I have. I am sure that there is a way to use Demerara sugar the correct way to make Tepache. I am on a major time crunch, and thus do not have time to mess around. No more messing around. We're getting right to it. What has worked before? What has worked in the past? This has worked in the past. Now, we're gonna be pouring in about a gallon of filtered water in here. This could get messy. Kyle, avert your eyes. Ready? Here we go. Pour fast. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Right up to the top. Excellent. It only got pretty messy. Not super messy, but the good news is it's water on my phone. don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, did I push that?
I don't know anything.
I don't know anything. And that's the main thing we got to take away from this. All right. We are Tepache ready. This is pre-Tepache. Pre-Tepache. We're going to give this a big fat stir. We want to get as much of that sugar sort of mixed in. This was a clean spoon. Make sure you're using a clean spoon. We're going to give this, let's turn this this way. This is the way to do it. Yes. We're going to give this a nice clean, put it back. Give this a nice clean spoon, clean stir, and get all of this sugar right up into the world of the water. Really not moving that that well. Pineapple might be too big. Too big. There we go. Like a little sand shark down here. That's the thing we're looking for. Or like a cuttlefish. That's how cuttlefish mate. They dig little holes, just like this. I'm basically a cuttlefish. There we go. There we go. Don't worry, it doesn't have to get completely incorporated. And I'm not just saying that because I'm getting embarrassed by how long it's taking. Ah, there we go. That's the angle we're looking for. It does not have to get completely engulfed in there. We're gonna let this sit for a little bit of time and hang out. Now, question. If you take a look at this, we're doing pretty well right now, but if you take a look at this from this angle, there's little pieces of pineapple sticking up right above it. Not ideal. Not ideal. You want the pineapple inside of the water. That's where we want it. That's what we gotta have. We gotta have pineapple inside of water. So we bought a weight. This very cool looking thing is a Tepache weight. We'll be putting that on here in just a second after we flavor our pineapple Tepache, our pre-pache. This is not Tepache yet, it is pre-pache. We are pre-pacheing this, so let's figure out what we're gonna do that with. One very traditional thing to do with this is to take some of these. These are It's Delish cinnamon sticks. It's Delish does not sponsor my show, so I do not care if you use It's Delish. But to be fair, they're like a quarter as expensive as any other cinnamon sticks, and they're cinnamon sticks. This is not like there's a better cinnamon stick. It's cinnamon sticks. This is all there is to it. You're either a cinnamon stick or you're not a cinnamon stick. We're gonna go ahead and throw in 2 of our little It's Delish cinnamon sticks in there. That is going to help to flavor our Tepache as all of the yeasts start eating the pineapple and all the sugar. They're gonna get confused, and they are also going to start eating the cinnamon, so we should get a nice cinnamony, very minor flavor of the cinnamon in there. We're not looking to make this a cinnamon situation. But do they toot? Yes. Oh, refined ladies never toot. To be very honest with you, I have no idea if yeasts, there must be dude yeasts and lady yeasts. I don't know. Because then DC, refined ladies never fart. That would be incorrect. I would say that the highest honor that a yeast can have would be to toot. It would be their farts. If you want to become the king of the yeast or the queen of the yeast, you got to be the biggest farter. That's all there is to it. So while in human terms, that's debatable. You can talk about it all you want. But in yeast terms, you got to toot to scoot, baby. You got to toot to scoot. Okay, this can go here, I suppose. This is going to hang out right there. We're also going to be throwing in a little ginger. How come ginger? Let me tell you how come ginger. Ginger is a very interesting tiki flavor, but as we all remember from Ringo, who sadly has passed on. Turns out I could not keep a ginger bug alive either. We know from making ginger bugs on the show that on the outside of ginger, there was also yeast. So in order to get a bit more flavor out of this, not just the pineapple giving us something complex, we're gonna take some ginger. Now, how are we gonna do this ginger? We are not going to skin it. We are just going to start cutting large little swaths. We're gonna cut like 4 of these, like silver dollar size with a little bit of thick, probably about 3 silver dollars tall and 1 silver dollar in length. We're gonna cut those guys. We're just gonna throw them right into our Tepache, right there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The same thing. Now we have 2 different yeasts in here that are probably, hopefully, going to get to know each other. It's going to be like that scene from, I don't want to spoil it. Has everybody seen Project Hail Mary? One of the best movies of all time. The ginger is going to be like Rocky, and then the pineapple is going to be like Grace, and they're going to get together, and they're going to solve the astrophage situation. Spoiler alerts. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close this up. Now, why, oh why, did I spend $15 on this versus a $3 version of it? And it's because they're giving me less. They gave me less of this jar, but in a very specific place. Let me bring you into specific place cam. There we go. Right there. That is the key to this whole thing. This is a jar farter. Is that the proper term? Don't know. Don't care. Calling it a jar farter, and that's what we want. Now, we could, if we wanted to, just leave this open. Then, unfortunately, yeasts that live around us, that are part of our world, will find their way into the Tepache. Those rogue yeasts are not what we're looking for. A little rogue with the ginger, a little rogue with the cinnamon, a little boost with the sugar, but we don't want these weird yeast. We don't want anything coming off incorrect. So what do we do instead? Well, we find an airlock. Where do we put our airlock? We actually have to find it. Oh, here it is. This is an airlock. For those of you millennial and Gen X men that were fed in the late 1990s, early 2000s, all the home brewing kits, you probably can go out to your garage and find one of these. For those of you that were not fed that, this is an airlock. So what this is, it's a little doohickey. This is a little doohickey. It's gonna go right on top of this guy, bloop, and then we'll see that there are some lines right here. We have to fill that up with water. What is this gonna do? Fill it up with water, or if you wanna be really, really careful with your yeast, fill it up with some vodka or some Everclear. We're gonna fill this up. This is going to let the yeast farts out so that they're not suffocating in there, or more importantly, so that they're not blowing up our glass. As the yeast farts, it will create pressure. That pressure, if you let it sit in here completely sealed tight, will probably pop this off, or it will explode your glass. We don't want either one of these things. So this gives all the little yeast farts a. How do I not have a camera angle for that? It's just too short. We'll go back up here. Oh, hey, hello. There we go. This is what we're looking for, right there. We're gonna go ahead and just shove this right there so that it is a nice tight seal right in between that line. It is in there. We will not get any yeast farts tonight, and probably not tomorrow either. But this is our setup. What do we do now? Now we sit in a little prayer circle. We talk about our hopes. We talk about our dreams. We ask the fire to please, oh please, have at least one usable bottle of some kind of Tepache by the time May 19th rolls around. That is when I am scheduled to be in the semifinals for my latest cocktail competition. I have to, oh gosh, good point, Amy Beer. I did not put the weight in there. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna get that going right there. Yes, hashtag jar farter has really taken over the internet recently. Thank you guys for all of your stuff. Did I call the jar farter? Yeah, and fart cam would be a good one. That's the issue with refined ladies. Eventually the pressure builds up to the point where it breaks the glass. Yes, can't have that. We're gonna take our very clean little weight. We're just gonna drop this right on here. All we're trying to do is keep all of that stuff under the water. May have filled it up with just a touch too much. There we go. Just gonna push it down a little bit. There we go. And now we have, let's bring in, we got this camera, so we might as well use it. See what this looks like it looks like it's just a little bubble sticking out of here. We're keeping as much of this stuff down as we can. The ginger really wants to float up there. Nothing we can do about that. There we go. Get this here, close this here, seal it in, creating our own little biome of little farty yeasts. The little farty yeasts will eat, and hopefully what they fart out will be the exact flavor that I'm looking for in my Tepache. Will it be? We're going to be doing daily checks. We have to check because this has to go right, because if I don't do this and I show up to a cocktail competition with some garbage, with some absolute filth, I will be immediately thrown out of the competition and probably have my bar card just taken away. And then what will I do my show on? I don't know. I don't know. Will it be all horse racing at some point? It could be. It could all be horse racing at some point. We could get into some of my other passions. What are those? I really like Dungeons and Dragons. I enjoy the books of Kurt Vonnegut. I could, what else do I even like? I don't think I like anything else other than here. Can't look there. You know what it'll be? If I do make a very bad version of the Tepache and I show up and they tell me that I'm no longer allowed to be a bartender because of what I've brought them is so disgusting, we will fix audio problems for the rest of the show. That's it. I'm going to start with an audio problem. I'm going to fix it. That seems to be the thing that everybody likes the most. We've done it. This right here in a few days will be Tepache. I hope. Otherwise, I'm in some real trouble. I mean, honestly, don't tell the competition this. Otherwise, I'm just going to go buy some Tepache. I'm just going to figure it out. Do you ever bring a backup just in case, Dr. Cush? Yes, Tiki and Miki. That is a very wise decision. I do bring a backup. I will bring lots of backups, but I got to make the backup first. The competition is all about sustainability. Every ingredient that I'm putting into this cocktail is going to be sustainable. It is going to be something that is that reduces waste. So going out and buying Tepache would be sort of the exact opposite of that. But yes, I will, if I need to, bring some other Tepache. I don't think I'm going to. This is going to work. This has worked before. It shall, my friends, rise again. And there, yes, no, that's exactly right. No shortage of Tepache stands in LA. Worst comes worse. That's exactly right. To be very honest with you, if everything falls apart, the world comes crashing down on me, I'm afraid that I'm only going to be fixing audio problems for the rest of my life. At that point, we can make this a juggling show. Did you guys know I was a really good juggler as a kid? We can make this a juggling show. So there are options if this doesn't work. If I'm thrown out of polite bar society and I need to do it, we will become Dr. Cush's exotic juggling. So get ready for that. And there we go. Clay dough. I've tried making this a few times. Oh, first of all, this is, for any of you that are fans of me, know that this is Clay dough. Clayton. I don't want to dox him or anything, but this is Clayton. He is the person that hired me at my very first bar in Los Angeles. So if you have enjoyed the content at all, the only reason that I am doing this at all, I was running systems at a law firm before I was a bartender. We could have had this all be about how to fix computer problems. But instead, it's a bar show. So thank you, Clayton. Hopefully very soon, I'll be working with Clayton again. But I had a big jar cheesecloth method similar to Booch. It's so good out of 5-gallon buckets in Oaxaca. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Very, very good. There we go. Clayton says hi, everybody. So I don't know if you guys can read that. There we go. We've done it, guys. That is it. We are deep into our competition era. Tepache is the very first part of that, and I will let you guys know what we're doing. We will be in pure preparation mode for a little bit, so we are going to be going over some techniques that we have not used for a while. We will be making some falernum here soon, so get ready for that. And we will be, and we're going to go back over pseudo juice. So there we go. Yes, this could be a toot. Oh, it could be, honestly, Frank, could be a whole show on tooting. Can you do that on? I think that, you know what? We'll move over to OnlyFans. Dr. Cush's exotic. We'll just move the S to the front of the other word. So the way that my email looks, it looks like it's Dr. Cush Sexotic Drinks. Not ideal for sending out professional emails, but we'll move this over to OnlyFans, and we will create some sort of tooting show. That's what we got. I Clayton, hope you didn't fire him from his first bartending job too. He did not. He did not. No, the coronavirus did fire me eventually, and that's really all I have to say about that. This is it. We're ready to go. Thank you guys. Oh my God, why did we go so late again? We're always so late. Can somebody please keep me on time from here on out? That's what I got for you guys. We will not be back tomorrow because we're doing a show today. We will be back on Thursday because that's when we normally do the show. And then we're coming back on Saturday to continue on. Congratulations one more time to Moose. Oh, dang, Moose. I should have had that ready. I knew I was going to do this at the end. Congratulations to Moose, winner of the 2026 Cush Tucky Derby. Congratulations to all the other finishers, the placers, the showers, to everybody that showed up to the Cush Tucky Derby. And from there, I will say, like we always do, where the hell is the Pee-wee thing? And then we will say, are you Dr. Jinga Janga? Are you Dr. Jinga Janga? Look deep within yourself. And from there, we will say, bye. Goodbye.
I've been laughing the whole show. You remember earlier in the show when I took over Cush's voice? The final trick played on Cush was convincing that Joe was never there. That's what we got. I have high hopes for the Tepache. Congratulations again to Moose. juice, and well done, everybody. Hopefully, you are making some tepache. If you make a good tepache, you can always go down into the comment section and send Dr. Cush tepache, because he seems he's a little sweaty currently, a little nervous about. Oh yeah, right, Ernie? Seems a little sweaty. Seems a little crazy about this. Anyway, thanks for watching the show. What do we always say here? We say, Jinga Jenga. Get over here, Jinga Jenga. And then we say,